From the depths of the world's oceans came a weapon that shaped naval warfare in silence, shock, and sudden destruction. Let's begin with the weapons built to kill giants. Type 93 Long Lance, Japan. Built to kill capital ships, the Type 93 was unlike anything the world had seen. Powered by pure oxygen, it carried a massive warhead across unbelievable distances at lethal speed. In night battles across the Pacific, Japanese destroyers struck from beyond detection, turning darkness into a weapon. Type 95, Japan. The submarine version of the Long Lance, the Type 95 brought the same terrifying performance beneath the surface. Fast, powerful, and precise, it allowed Japanese submarines to threaten even the heaviest Allied warships with a single strike. Mark 15, USA. Designed for American destroyers, the Mark 15 was meant to cripple battleships in surface combat. Early failures nearly doomed its reputation, but once fixed, it became a hard-hitting weapon in Pacific Fleet actions. Mark 9, UK. The backbone of Royal Navy's surface warfare, the Mark 9 balanced reliability and destructive power. From the Atlantic to the Mediterranean, it armed British destroyers and cruisers in nearly every major naval engagement. Then the ocean went quiet. G7E T3, Germany. Powered by electricity, the G7E left no wake, no bubbles, and no warning. U-boat commanders favored it for stealth attacks, slipping death beneath convoys without revealing their position. Mark 18, USA. Developed from captured German technology, the Mark 18 gave American submarines a reliable electric torpedo. Late in the war, its dependability translated into devastating losses for Japanese shipping lanes. G7E T2, Germany. An earlier electric design, the T2 sacrificed speed for silence. Though limited, it marked Germany's first major step toward underwater stealth warfare. Then torpedoes began to hunt on their own. G7E T4, Falk, Germany. The world's first operational acoustic homing torpedo. Falk didn't just run straight, it listened. Though only moderately successful, it introduced a terrifying idea: torpedoes that could hunt on their own. G7S T5, Zaunkönig, Germany. Designed to kill escorts, Zaunkönig changed naval warfare overnight. Its arrival forced the Allies to deploy new countermeasures, decoys, and tactics, triggering a deadly technological arms race beneath the sea. T11, Germany. A late-war refinement of acoustic homing technology, the T11 promised greater control and selectivity. It represented the future of torpedo warfare, arriving just as the war itself came to an end. Mark 27, Cutie, USA. America's answer to the acoustic threat, the Mark 27 was built to hunt escort ships. It helped restore Allied dominance during the final submarine campaigns. Then the battlefield expanded into the sky. Type 91, Japan. Specially modified for shallow water, the Type 91 made the Pearl Harbor attack possible. Its stabilizing fins allowed aircraft to strike ships once believed untouchable at anchor. Mark 13, USA. Once infamous for failure, the Mark 13 was relentlessly refined. By 1944, it had become a lethal air-dropped torpedo, crippling Japanese fleets from above. Mark 12, UK. Dropped by slow swordfish biplanes, the Mark 12 helped cripple the battleship Bismarck. Its success proved that even outdated aircraft could deliver decisive strategic blows. F5, Germany. The Luftwaffe's standard aerial torpedo, the F5 extended naval combat into contested skies. It posed a serious threat to Allied convoys across European waters. Speed became the next weapon. G7A T1, Germany. A high-speed steam torpedo, the G7A favored raw velocity and striking power. It armed destroyers and E-boats in aggressive surface attacks, where speed meant survival. Mark 8, UK. Fast, dependable, and widely trusted, the Mark 8 became the workhorse of British destroyer forces. Its consistent performance earned confidence across multiple theaters of war. Then came the weapons born of desperation. Kaiten Type 1, Japan. A human-guided suicide torpedo, the Kaiten carried its pilot directly into the target. It was a weapon of desperation, designed as much for psychological terror as physical destruction. Kaiten Type 2, Japan. An experimental high-speed variant, the Type 2 sought even greater lethality. Severe technical problems limited its use, but its intent was unmistakable. Kaiten Type 4, Japan. Simplified for mass production, the Type 4 reflected Japan's collapsing war situation. Speed of deployment replaced sophistication in the final defense of the homeland. And finally, the torpedo that learned the hard way. Mark 14, USA. Plagued by critical flaws early in the war, the Mark 14 nearly crippled U.S. submarine operations. Once corrected, it became devastating, sinking more enemy ships than any other American torpedo of World War II.